Hey everyone, welcome to WYSIWYG Studios. Today we are going to be taking a look at Warcaster Neo Mechanica from Privateer Press. This was their most recent Kickstarter. So I have the Monsterpocalypse command group here in front of me. Now since this is a Kickstarter, I purchased a few other things through the Kickstarter that will be coming inside the box. So I will separate all that out so we can talk about the command starter group first. So inside you're going to get a Hunter or Coalition Weaver, your Dusk Wolf, Ranger Fire Team. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minis. They have their various means within the game to do things. You get your rule book, some dice, your stat cards, your cipher cards. And then it just shows you everything down here a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, so just spells it out for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. Take a look at the command group itself, and then I will show you a couple of other models that I got through the Kickstarter. So here is what comes in the starter, plus a couple of other things, because I don't exactly know how to separate everything out because of the extra stuff that I got. So you got your cards. So the models come in these little wax packages, which is kind of odd to me. It's a lot, very noisy. Well, yeah. Wax packaging, most likely recycled materials, so that's pretty cool. Your dice that you'll need, what do they call them? Strike dice. So this is the system within the game. Uses strike dice. Your rule book, and some tokens. And I got a couple of random bases just chilling. Probably fell out of packages or extra bases for something that I'm not noticing. Anyway. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Pretty thick cardboard here. So you've got your basic everything on here. Oh, it looks like so these two go over here. So these are your void gates to bring in your guys, but it actually comes with void gate minis. That was one of the I think the stretch goals or community goals that they got, was to make minis out of them. This is your tracker for your phases and whatnot, and then you have all your other tokens you're gonna need, like you're on fire, you've done your thing, and stuff like that. So good thick cardboard. Let's pull one out. So it's not flimsy or anything, solid. They're not gonna, you'll be able to use these pretty solidly. You're not gonna have to worry about, you know, tearing them apart or whatever. Okay, so take a closer look real quick at the rulebook. I like the feel of it. It's a good solid paperweight. Great looking artwork here. Talking about the game. Some fluff about all of the other stuffs. Looks like it. So here's your factions. So we knew about these guys. We've seen concept art for them, but we didn't know about the keepers. So that's been going around YouTube and social media as the keepers. So here's the components. Explains to you what all of those nifty tokens are supposed to be for. Probably should have looked at that page first, right? Anyway, showing you what your strike dice is like. General rules, stat card explanations. So this is all volume based line of sight, which is pretty cool. Cover systems. Really like the diagrams. These are good. I like that. And then mission generation, showing you the various missions you can play. And then here are the Marcher Worlds, Iron Star Alliance, Arturnus, Continuum, and no preview of the other two factions. Bummer. And then a real quick turn list of what you can and cannot do during your turn. Ha. Okay. No dice. We can get those out of the way. Let's take a look at a real quick. Alright. Zoom in a little bit. This is stack card feels nice, but it's definitely going to need to be sleeved. That's quality card stock. It feels really good, and I really like that strip up there. I think that's like the limited edition strip that we unlocked during the Kickstarter. But yeah, these are destructible, so sleeve them. So that's this is a Warjack weapon. A couple more weapons. Here you go. So here's a Weaver. So that's pretty cool. So it's got everything that you really need to know. Backside for so your basic stuff for mini games. So your speed, your melee attack, ranged attack, defense, armor, focus stat. I don't know what that does in this game yet. Anyway, handgun, so your range, your power, your staff. That shows that you can use ciphers out of this guy. If you flip it over, it's got real quick explanations. So really nifty cards there. So that's your unit cards, and then you also get cipher cards. You have to build a little sideboard deck. And that sideboard deck gives you abilities and stuff that you can use for your other cards, or not your other cards, for your units. So like this right here, just reading it, friendly Warjack, warrior models within 5 of this Warjack gain +2 defense. This expires at the end of the pulse round. So you got those cards that affect that, then you've got cards that affect your enemies, and you have cards that give various abilities to other units, and then I can't remember what the colors do for each one, but so I want to say these. Yeah, Null Collider, they use that a lot in their videos. So good looking stuff. These cards are same card stock, so sleeve them up. You probably want to anyway, just because you'll be shuffling these for the game. So real quick look at the cipher cards. Slide these guys out of the way because for whatever reason they just included the cards showing what's in the pack, which is odd to me, but anyway, so I guess that way you know what came in the starter. Let's take a quick look at the models themselves. I actually haven't seen these before, so we are looking at them together for the first time. Alright, so Void Gate. I can get my camera to focus. There we go. That's pretty nifty. Use these to bring in models as the game progresses. Just random flashing here or there, nothing crazy. And then, you know, just sits on the standard lipped base. Alright, so void gates out of the way. Let's see what's. This looks like the hunter. Yeah. Bring in some extra lighting here. So, pretty simple assembly. Took me a second to line it up, but it's there. Gap wise, you shouldn't really worry about if you're using thick super glue. Some of these models may need to be pinned. Oh, looks like he's got a little backpack, so there's that. But yeah, overall, pretty solid. Here's a closer look at his gun. Alright, so that's the hunter. Slide that out of the way. I'll save the big guy for last. Alright, so here's a weaver. So the weaver's got a few more pieces. So you got your head. Oop. There's the body. Oof. Butterfingers today. I don't know what direction, so like that. And got his staff holding out there, doing its thing. And then this guy's got a backpack too. Oop, wrong way. So that's going to come around and connect to his rod, showing that he's got the power to cast the spells from the Warcaster, which is pretty cool. I've missed metal minis. The heft of metal minis is so fun. Working with them can be a pain, but I think it's worth it. Okay, what's next? What is this? Ow. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, looks like another hunter. Oh, interesting. Alt sculpt. I know I requested alt sculpts. I didn't realize they were going to be coming in this wave. I thought they were coming later. So you got one with the weapon down and then another one with the weapon aiming. So that's pretty cool. And then this one looks like it's female compared to the male. So that is nifty. Kind of a surprise there. Unit is next, and then we'll move on to the Warjack. Oof. Big guns. So you got the body of one person, the body of another person. I'm just gonna roll through this real quick. weapons. All pretty good. So decent connection points for most of the spots, like this guy. You got a round connection spot there, which is nice. Ball and socket joints are always easier to work with, especially if you want a pin, in my opinion. Looks like you got a little backpack here. Another backpack. Ooh, one of the guys is, or gals, rocking a combat knife here. That's cool. And then head of one dude. Not sure if you can see that all that well. I can't really hold it any differently. Same with this one. I can hold it from that. Let's see. One of them already had a head. So I was like, oh, I only have 2 heads. But yeah. Looks like everything is there. Alright. And then the big guy. Rolling on out. So they've talked about these guys and so you can magnetize them. So that way you get a solid choice of the weapons depending on how you want to run things. So it's like a solid beefy warjack. It's a light warjack in the terms of War Machine. So this is another weapon option, looks like. Big old pieces here. Leg. Another leg. And then the body. Not sure what this would be game-wise. It just looks like an antenna. And choice of heads. So the heads change give it extra abilities. So depending on the head you choose, that will actually change the stats of the warjack. So I think that's cool. And then of course the weapon loadout that you choose will do the same. You got the rail rifle looking thing. There's a flamethrower maybe. Yeah, can't go wrong with a chain sword, right? Oh, this is the flamethrower. Ha! And what is that? Rockets? Possibly? Rocket pod? Yeah, you can't play with little robots without making pew pew noises. Trying to see how these actually go on. So it goes there. And that clicks in right here. Yep. So if you want to magnetize them, that's a beefy little area to magnetize. Got that little area with that little area. That looks like all the shoulder weapons have that area. So then these are the hand weapons. Let's look at a hand real quick. Where's the hands? I know they're right in front of me. I just had one. There we go. Duh. And so, oh, I grabbed the wrong one because there's a giant piece of metal there. There we go. Yeah, so they're gonna connect after being cleaned up. They'll connect like that for the most part. So you still have a good sizable area. You'll probably want to magnetize right here to right here. I may do a video on it. Magnetization is hard, just like it is for me to say it. Anyway, that is the Dusk Wolf. So, yeah, that was the Coalition starter. Is that what they called it? Where did I throw the box? Warmahordes Command Group. Alright, so let me get that right. So I did get some extra stuffs. I got an extra fire team, which we've already seen, but this is what the boxes look like. So I'll show you those a little more closely. Heavy Ranger support, combat engineer, another fire team, and then I got an extra Weaver as well. There's the Weaver. So that's everything that I got in this shipment. I also got their Heavy Warjack and their characters. So those aren't out yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two. So boxes come. So really nifty packaging. So, you know, just goes right up on the shelf. You can either stack them or slide them on a peg. And then when you open them up, this right here actually slides out, so you got your UPC there, so you can buy the thing, but then it also explains on the back what's going on. So that's cool. And then slide it out. Get rid of that. And inside, you get your card and your model. That folds up nice to get tossed. I don't know, I might use these for something. They're good stuff. Anyway, so here is the heavy range, our Ranger heavy support Monsterpocalypse squadron. So you got your rocket launcher, which is a blast weapon, along with your knife. And then you've got your abilities. And then that nifty little top part that's all shiny. Set that off to the side and let's take a real quick look. Alright, that's everything. Ooh. These guys are beefy. Oh, you got one. There we go. This will give us a good thought on them. Beefy rocket launcher. And then the hand probably come down, connect something like that. There we go. Oh, it has his head on there too. That's an interesting cut. I like that. Oh yeah, here's a kneeling with his rocket launcher. You got another guy. Here's his body. You got your all of their backpacks and one last rocket launcher. And then you get your bases. So that was the heavy unit. Take a look at this beefy dude, the combat engineer. This guy runs around. So same deal with the packaging. This comes out, explains a little bit about the unit, which is really nifty. And then slide that out. Model and stat card. This feels very Monsterpocalypse, which I really like. With their stat card. So here you go, combat engineer. You got your nice little fusion torch, and then that's cool. Set something up. Oh no, the model kind of bit into the card a little bit. That's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, so there's that card. Now the model. Ooh. Solid chunk of metal. Like, wow. Love it. Solid chunk of metal. Come on, camera, focus for me. Thank you. And he's got... I like that little radar thing. Reminds me of Death Stranding. It's funny. Big old wrench. That is awesome. And then this side's got a little pistol. That's neat. Yeah. Beefy dude. And then his base. Yeah. Ha! So that's it. That is everything from the Kickstarter that I got for these bad boys. It's a giant mess over here now since I've been throwing stuff everywhere. Got to go through and get my cards sleeved and get these models separated and ready to be built. So yeah, I'm going to do some assembly videos here in the next couple of days, and we'll go from there. So yeah, that will do it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. And yeah, so have a good one. Thanks for watching.